Barton FM, following Barton Town. Sport on Barton FM is sponsored by Easy Buy.
Welcome to Swans Talk with me, Richard Watts. We'll start by joining Trevor Richins down at Baysgar School.
Right, we are down here at the Baysgar School training ground for Barton Town. First team is out and about. We got the first light evening, so we're going to have a word with the manager, Nathan Jarman, and find out how things are going. And we're also going to hopefully get a chance to speak to one of the players. I'm going to see if we can target Ryan Musselwhite, the goalkeeper for the bulk of the season, and find out how things are going for them, and perhaps a bit of a look forward to this weekend's game. So it's the first training night after the clocks have gone back forward.
Yeah.
So it's a nice, bright, sunny evening. We haven't had one for a while.
No, it's light, nice and light. Yeah, it's quite warm as well, isn't it? It's not too cold. It's a nice, refreshing change.
Yes, but the weather's a bit of a problem.
Tell me about it, blooming heck. There's been a game called off tonight. Hull ladies, we're playing Barnsley ladies. That's been called off, and I've been down to the ground before, and I've just showed some of the lads and the staff the photos, and it's underwater. There's 8 or 9 lakes around the pitch in the usual problem areas, and then even off the pitch, like where the linesmen would run up and down, and by the dugouts, there's by the entrance tunnel kind of thing. Yeah. There's just lakes everywhere all over, and it's proven to be a real problem, and I think it's the worst it's been, certainly for a long time. So hopefully we can sort out the drainage and get something sorted for next season. But at the minute, this season's going to be extended for a while. Yeah,
it's already extended to the 15th.
To the 15th.
So is it so if we have the game off on Saturday,
I think they'll put it in on the 13th.
The 13th, so we get a Thursday game.
I think because Albion have had to do that.
Right.
They've had to play. They're playing tonight. They played Tuesday and they're playing Saturday. Right. So I think that we'll be made to play Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. Is that right? Or something like that? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So is that going to be a problem for the squad? Because I think Nathan Hottie was saying that some people might be away.
Yes, there are lots of people away. I've had to cancel mine. My plans, we were going to be away. It's my wife's birthday on the 15th. So yeah, I've had to cancel mine, but I can't ask the lads to cancel theirs. They're going abroad and stuff, and so yeah, it'll be a tough one. There's quite a few. There's seven missing.
Right.
So yeah, it'll be a tough one.
And that's you've been missing from a couple of games. So you've seen, the Eccleshill win and the fracas afterwards, and the problems at Handsworth where we formed well but couldn't get a result.
Yeah, I haven't had no videos. The Eccleshill one, I saw the video of the fighting after, and he was an absolute disgrace. That Devontae Morton, is it? Yeah. Absolute disgrace. And to be honest, I'm glad I wasn't there, because I'd have been in even more trouble myself. And I can ill afford to get another FA charge. So yeah, I'm glad I wasn't there. I mean, I want to see that. I do want to see what punishment he gets. And I think it was his 4th or 5th red card of the season. But yeah, he's a disgrace, and I know Tully. We know Tully and Danny, their manager and assistant manager, really well, and I know they were really apologetic, really embarrassed by him, and they were passing on their apologies. And
on Saturday, I noticed Handsworth. That we had Ben Hinchcliffe back on the bench and came on the place. Yeah. Is he now pretty much back? Yes,
and that it's a big boost for us, because he wasn't supposed to be involved at Handsworth. We had no players. We were begging the reserves, and they had a cup quarter final, so they couldn't let anyone go. So we couldn't get. We had young Matty from the reserves who we've agreed to have to the end of the season, but other than that, we couldn't have anybody else. We were bare bones, and I think Ben just said, "No, I'm fine. I can play." And Alyssa, the physio, had said that we was not to use him for more than 20 minutes, and I think Northie had enough of the game, and he put him on. I think he got good minutes, didn't he? Maybe 35 minutes or something. So he had, and he said he felt fine. His hamstring was fine. So yeah, it's good news for us. And
so nothing to worry about.
Hopefully not.
Is the fact there wasn't a game on Tuesday resting him a bit quite useful?
Well, resting a lot of the lads, because we've got 5 or 6 lads who are playing with injuries, with injuries, playing at 50-60% and just getting through stuff. Lacey's one. Sam Cable texted me in the morning of Handsworth game saying his neck's really bad. I don't know if you noticed at the game, but he couldn't turn. He said, like, and Northie was saying, he couldn't, when to look round, he had to turn his whole body. His neck was really stiff. So yeah, it's tough at the minute, and this is what happens when we had 6, 7 weeks or 8 weeks we had 2 games or something like that, and then we've tried playing all these games back to back to back to back with the same 14 players, and it's tough.
Is an all-weather pitch the answer? Or
it would be for me,
right.
Definitely. I've said that, and you've seen us train and the way we train on an all-weather pitch. I think it's well worth doing, and but it's not me. It's not coming out of my pocket. I don't know what the funding side of it would be like because of this one here where we are at Baysgarth. It's less than a mile away. I'm sure there's certain restrictions and when you can apply for funding if they're in the same vicinity and stuff like that. So yeah, it won't be coming out of my pocket, so I'm obviously going to say yes. It's not me who's heading up the funding bids or anything like that. So if I could choose and say if you could have one, would you? And definitely, 1,000,000%, because you can play all year round. You've only got at the minute, I think it's the National League, so if you get out of the National League into League 2, you've got to have a grass pitch. I think that'll change soon as well. Right. Where you should be able to have, especially the technology now, where the surfaces and it's not like the old sand-based AstroTurf where people can't run on it or anything. It's a soft surface, and you might get the occasional bad bounce or something like that where it doesn't run true, but other than that, I think it's the answer, and it's a money generator as well. It's another income revenue stream, and clubs like ours, you need to have as many streams coming into the same pot as you can get.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hope the pitch is okay for Saturday.
I hope so, Trevor.
Thank you.
We'll see. Cheers, mate.
So you've got to have a few minutes here with Ryan Musselwhite, the keeper.
Hey mate, you alright? Sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening, you alright?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, good mate, thank you.
How's it been going? Obviously you came in to cover for Charlie.
Yeah.
And they've been playing most of the season now.
Yeah.
How's it been going for you?
Well, a few ups, a few downs. Obviously this year we've had a lot of changes in the back four, a lot of injuries, but obviously we're just over a goal a game, so see from our point of view, we've done quite well at the back overall. I'd like to think anyway.
Do the changes on the back four make any difference to you, because you don't know who's in front of you to some extent? How are they going to play? Do you get used
obviously
to
we've got lads,
as
a collective, we've got lads that can obviously play in them positions and that, but I think obviously you do like a bit of continuity, and for one reason other lads getting injured and for other things, it's been messed, like people in, people out, but it's what it is. It's this level of football, so yeah.
So we've got a couple of games coming up.
Yeah.
Gold Car, we've got Emily twice, and Silsden twice.
Yeah.
What are your views on those games? Obviously we've got a problem with the pitch at the moment. Because one of the goalmouths gets pretty wet down here at Barton Town. Yeah. Does that make it really sticky for you?
Yeah, it can be. I think that bottom end net cricket pitch, that's obviously, it's hard work in there. It can be quite unpredictable, and it can be difficult. But I think obviously we've got 3 tough games, and obviously we're still trying to get as high as we can and finish where we can, and obviously with the playoffs potentially coming in next year, if we can finish in one of them potential places, and obviously it'll be stronger for the league, and yeah, definitely. I think that's what we're trying to achieve, as high as we can, and obviously take that on to next year.
Yeah. Do you have a highlight of the season? Something that stood out for you particularly? Excluding the
I think
game.
I think that win the other day when we were 3-1 down and come back to win 4-3, and that I think obviously like results like that they're quite rare, and to come back, and as I says at the current moment we are on bare minimum, and we've got young lads coming into the team, so to do that in a game like that I think was like a great performance, and probably my highlight of the season.
And of course it's difficult for a team to retain backup goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Because obviously you want to be playing. You want to be sitting on
of
the
course
bench.
you do. Yeah, definitely.
I suppose we're lucky we've got Tom that's available.
I think you've been very kind there too. He'll like that. I bet he'll like you saying that.
Okay. A couple of questions to ask everybody. Favourite food, favourite drink?
Chinese.
What Chinese?
I don't know, like chicken kung pao. Just a mix,
Okay.
buy loads of it and then just
Right.
put it all on the plate. And then Moretti. Pipe Moretti is lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do for daytime job?
I'm a guest fitter.
Okay.
So, yeah. All good fun. Yeah.
Okay. So you working for what? Self-employed or
Social
working for-
housing, ongoing.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
our local social housing. So
Okay.
yeah, go and look the houses around
Right.
this area.
Does that make it easy for you to get away for games? Or
Yeah, they're really good with me. To be fair, they're quite flexible. You give them a bit, and they give you. They're really good with me. So yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
No
Obviously,
worries,
you need
mate.
to get back with Mark and do some training.
Brilliant. Thank you
Cheers,
very
thank
much.
you.
For the latest Barton Town news and information, visit the club's website at www.bartontownfc.co.uk.
With the Barton chairman Mark Gregory, and they've got the sportsman's dinner coming up at the end of May. Can you fill us in on all the details?
After the success of last year with Kevin Keegan, who was absolutely awesome on the night, obviously we wanted to get another bigger name. It's a great way to earn some funds for the club, and it's also a great way to have a really good night, especially at the end of the season, and hopefully a happy end of the season. So John Barnes, I hope he does the England rap. That'll be great. Tickets and tables are still available. Not many left because they are selling fast, so as they would. So please let me know if anybody does want a table.
Right, so what's the best way for people to get in touch with
They
you?
can either email myself or email Pete Mitchell, and our emails are on the website, or obviously it's all over social and stuff, and just follow the links.
That's it for this edition of Swans Talk. Thanks for listening.